Hello from the Music Interview Corner. This is our very first interview from Switzerland. I am here in Zurich and I have the honor to talk to Catatonia. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Hello.
Congrats, your band exists now for 25 years. How does it feel for you?
It feels good. It feels like an achievement just to even keep the band alive for such a long time. And also it makes me feel a little bit old, but that's all right.
But you don't really look old.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you expect that it will get that big when you founded the band?
No, absolutely not. I mean, when you start a band when you're a teenager, you probably just want to make noise first of all, and then maybe do a demo tape, and maybe in the long run do an album. So I wouldn't say we had these expectations when we started.
What bands and musicians inspired you the most when you founded Catatonia?
When we started, I think the whole death metal thing that was going on in the early 90s, and specifically the band Paradise Lost, I think from the UK, was our main sort of inspiration when we started Catatonia.
How did you come up with your band name? I mean, why decided you to name your band after an illness?
Because it was what you did back then. You know, every band had very grotesque names, and we wanted something that was in the same style, but maybe representing the more dark and I don't know, a little bit different, but still the same kind of thing.
The Fall of Hearts is I think your 10th studio album?
Yes.
I think there were more, but it's the 10th studio album. Did your approach to recording change over the years?
Not really. I think we've been doing how we're doing it now for the last 15 years, probably. We do write songs individually, and then we send everything to the band, the rest of the band, to listen to, and we can have opinions, and then we just go into the studio. We never really rehearse for an album either, which is stupid, but it's the way that we've been working since, like I said, 15, 20 years maybe even.
And do you have a favorite song on your new album?
I think there's so many strong songs, so I have to be diplomatic and say no, I don't have any specific favorite on this new album actually.
Okay, cool. So the whole album?
The whole album and then some.
And your favorite song?
My favorite is probably Residual. It was the first song I ever got from the band for the new album, and it stuck with me since.
Catatonia is known for the big variety of the set lists. I mean, with each tour you change the selection of songs you play almost completely. Why is that important to you?
I think we do that to a certain extent, but also recently we have to also take in a lot of the old songs that we know that people expect us to play. So what we're doing is just trying to make it a bit exciting for ourselves, to rehearse a lot of songs that we usually don't play live and try to put them in the live set. But since we now have 10 albums, it's very hard to compress that kind of amount of favorites into a set list, both for us and I think for the fans as well. So it's a struggle these days to come up with a good set list, yes.
And how did you get this name, Lord Seth?
I think I just looked it up in a book of demonic names, whatever. You know, it's some Egyptian god of the underworld or something. I just took it. I was 15, 16 years when I did that.
So you were really dark at that time?
Yeah, I was.
Can we talk about your way into the band?
Yes.
Yes. How did you get into Catatonia?
I met the guys in 2009 when I was touring with my old band, and we were touring, opening for Paradise Lost, and Catatonia was also with us on the UK, the first week in the UK. So I met the guys, we got to know each other a bit, and found a liking for each other. We have the same mindset and same musical history, even though they are older than me. So.
And you too, I will start with you. What did you think about Catatonia before you became part of it?
Oh, I was a fan when the first album got released. So I've been a fan of Katatonia a long time. So I was elated to be a part of the band.
Cool. And you, Niklas?
Yeah, I thought it was a really, really good band, and I actually just picked them up and started listening to it when they released Great Cold Distance. So I've not been a fan for that long as Mojo has, but then of course starting to play all the songs, I think it's the whole career is strong, but it was the Great Cold Distance which opened the doors for me.
Cool. And what did you expect when you went to the first rehearsal with the guys?
Well, first it was like a month trying to find the rehearsal rooms. But when we finally did it, I think everything went super smooth, and of course it was hectic. It was only a couple of months before the Night is a New Day first tour that I got approached by Jonas about if I wanted to come in and play bass live. So it was lots of hard work, and I didn't really have any time to think about like stress or anything about that. I think that came more like on the tour, and then I soothed myself with having a couple of drinks. So yeah, it's pretty much
like the typical Scandinavian method to calm you down.
Exactly. Always works, and well, you can't get it from the pharmacy, but almost.
Is your name Finnish? Moilanen.
Moilanen. It is.
So are you Finnish?
I am born in Sweden, but my parents are Finnish.
So you know the meaning of the word vittu?
I do. I really do.
Cool, my favorite word. And can I ask, who of you guys had the most tattoos? Probably the half Finnish guy.
That would be me.
Yeah, I only have a couple.
Yeah, I saw some small.
Yeah, and I don't know if I can show this, but I've vittu mikä pulssainen meininki.
Wow, nice, I love that.
Which means like fuck what a hobo feeling.
Yes.
And that's kind of like when you peak when you're drunk or when you wake up really, really hangover, then you can shout vittu mikä pulssainen meininki, and then it makes sense for all the Finns.
I imagined you just laying on the arm like this, and then you open the eyes and go, oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna say now.
And then you're excited for some more. That's the cure.
And Jonas, I've heard you saying in interviews the inspiration for a lot of songs comes from being on the road.
Yeah, it does to a certain extent. I think musically, especially, because every time we play live, every time we do a tour for another album, we realize more and more what is fun for us to play in a live situation, what is also working down good with the audience. So some of the inspiration is definitely from the road.
So I have to ask you now my favorite question. What is the craziest thing you've ever done on tour?
Oh, it's probably something I can't remember.
Oh, was it too bad?
No, I'm probably too drunk. But do we have any?
That you can tell here without going to prison? Or...
Which would be like good even for the Christian audience. I'm not sure. I spilled a glass of wine second day on this tour. I think that was quite intense.
Wow. Oh, now you sound like really nice guys, very civilized, with red wine, and then, oh, I spilled it.
My phone as well. I mean, that has to count for something.
And then you said this vittu mikä.
Vittu mikä pulssainen meininki, and then I went to bed.
And how did you enjoy your tour so far?
It's really good. It's been great audience-wise. A lot of people have been coming out. The shows have been great. Everything has been good so far.
Yeah. Especially after we changed the bus. First couple of days we were going in a like shoe box where you didn't have any space, and but now we can actually have a seat of our own.
And what were your personal highlights on the Fallen Hearts of Europe tour so far?
The crowds. The crowds have been really amazing and welcoming, and yeah, that has to be it.
Cool. And now my last question: what are your plans for the next 25 years?
To keep on doing this as long as it feels, valuable to ourselves and the people out there. Maybe not 25 years, but at least a couple more.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to age like a bottle of red. Otherwise, I don't really know. No, I'm gonna try to keep playing music and hopefully be around these guys long time. Yeah.
Same with me. I'll be doing this. for as long as I can.
Then thank you so much for the interview, and enjoy your tour and the concert tonight.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Kiitos samoin, and goodbye from the Music Interview Corner.